Have you ever felt like your brain just isn't running at full speed? Or maybe you've wondered if there's a secret way to fend off those dreaded brain fog moments. Today, we're going to discuss the importance of micronutrients for brain health support. Specifically, we'll talk about exactly how the different vitamins and minerals affect your neurological health and nervous system. We will also mention some neurological health conditions that may be affected. In the next few minutes, you'll gain valuable knowledge that is based on scientific literature. As always, we fight misinformation by providing only the best quality information for you, so please take a moment to review the scientific references in the description below. Before we begin, please remember that even science is not a substitute for personalized medical advice, so underlying health conditions should be discussed with a doctor who knows you personally. Alright, let's get to the interesting part. Imagine your brain as a fancy high-powered computer. Billions of neurons firing signals each millisecond. If you don't give that machine the right fuel, sooner or later it's going to lag, crash, or freeze on you. And that's exactly where micronutrients step in. However, not all vitamins and minerals work the same way. Some are champs at boosting our neurotransmitters. Others excel at protecting us from oxidative stress. Some keep our nerve sheaths healthy, like the insulation on electrical wires, while others hold the key to stable energy production in our neurons. Think of it like a puzzle. Each piece is crucial, and if you're missing even one, your big picture, your overall brain function, isn't complete. Curious how this puzzle all fits together? Keep watching, because the details might just surprise you. Let's start with the B complex, like a multi-talented backup band supporting a lead singer. Each B vitamin has a special role, but they're all about keeping your brain in tune. Have you ever heard of something called Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome? That's what can happen when you're seriously low on vitamin B1 or thiamine. It's a perfect example of how lacking just one nutrient can wreak havoc on memory and coordination. But let's not get all doom and gloom. Adequate B1 helps neurons convert your favorite carbs into the energy that your brain craves, so it's basically a VIP pass to mental clarity. Speaking of clarity, if you're prone to migraines, you might want to give vitamin B2 a second look. Some folks swear by higher doses, up to 400 milligrams a day, to help curb migraine frequency. It's all about boosting your neurons' energy factories, the mitochondria. Ever get a bit foggy? Let's talk about vitamin B3, also known as niacin, which helps produce NAD, one of your body's main molecules for energy and DNA repair. Vitamin B3 deficiency is behind pellagra, famous for the 3 Ds: dermatitis, diarrhea, and dementia. Even a mild shortfall could mean your brain's missing out on some major protective benefits. Studies hint that higher B3 intake may even lower the risk of Alzheimer's. Then there's also vitamin B5, the underrated pantothenic acid. It's all about coenzyme A, fueling both energy production and neurotransmitter synthesis. Skip it, and you could experience exhaustion or even weird burning feet sensations. None of us want that, so let's keep B5 in mind. And oh boy, vitamin B6, or pyridoxine. If you've ever felt moody or blah for no clear reason, B6 could be part of the story. It helps build neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, your feel-good and chill-out chemicals. But too much B6 over a long period can lead to nerve issues. That's typically more than 200 milligrams a day. So, be very careful with the dosage. Always keep in mind the recommended daily dose for your age group. Vitamin B7, or biotin, on the other hand, might ring a bell if you've been in the hair and nails aisle. But for your neurons, it's also a crucial piece in energy and fatty acid synthesis. There's even growing excitement around using high-dose biotin for multiple sclerosis, specifically to help remyelinate damaged nerves. Finally, we've got the dynamic duo, vitamin B9, or folate, and vitamin B12, or cobalamin. Have you heard about homocysteine? Elevated levels of this amino acid can put your brain on the fast track to atrophy. Folate and B12 keep homocysteine in check, supporting healthy DNA repair and robust myelin around your nerves. The best part? Studies have shown that in older adults with mild cognitive impairment, supplementing these B vitamins may actually slow brain shrinkage. Next, let's shift gears to the star antioxidants, vitamins C and E. Think of them as your personal bodyguards against rogue molecules called free radicals, which can otherwise go on a destructive rampage in your brain cells. You might know vitamin C from citrus fruits, but did you know it's also critical for producing dopamine and norepinephrine in your nervous system? Or that it helps maintain your blood-brain barrier, literally guarding that precious gray matter in the brain? And guess what? Despite living in societies with fruit stands on every corner, anywhere from 10 to 15% of adults might be borderline deficient. Meanwhile, vitamin E steps in to protect your cell membranes from lipid peroxidation, an evil process that can ruin the protective layers around your neurons. Some Alzheimer's studies show that adequate vitamin E intake can slow down certain aspects of cognitive decline, but it's not one size fits all. A quick tip: if you're popping super high doses, watch out for potential bleeding issues, especially if you're on blood thinners. Let's also talk about a fan favorite, vitamin D. Sure, it helps your bones, but it also does wonders for your brain. It modulates inflammation, supports dopamine production, and promotes nerve growth factors. Sound amazing? Unfortunately, deficiency is rampant among people who don't get enough sunlight or who live in higher latitudes. And research correlates low vitamin D with higher risks of Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, plus overall cognitive decline. On the flip side, too much vitamin D can create havoc with your calcium levels, which can increase the risk of kidney stones, so always be careful with high-dose supplements. Now, what about vitamin A? You might know it for vision, but the active form, retinoic acid, also supports synaptic plasticity. It has been studied for potentially reducing beta-amyloid or alpha-synuclein, the proteins implicated in Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Just don't binge on it. Hypervitaminosis A can cause headaches, bone fragility, and even intracranial pressure. Beta-carotene is a safer bet because your body converts it on demand. Over in the corner, we also have vitamin K, typically associated with blood clotting, yet it's also vital for neuronal membrane health. Some preliminary data suggests it may help reduce amyloid beta in Alzheimer's disease, though more research is needed. One big caveat: if you're on blood thinners, keep that vitamin K intake at bay, or you'll throw your clotting factors out of whack. Finally, let's not forget the micronutrition SWAT team, the minerals. Each has a unique job, and if any one of them is off balance, trouble could be brewing upstairs. Iron is all about oxygen transport and dopamine synthesis. Too little can spell anemia, brain fog, and poor focus. But too much can promote oxidative damage in the brain, especially in Parkinson's. Magnesium, on the other hand, is the calming mineral. It helps your neurons chill out, preventing hyperexcitability. If you suffer from migraines, magnesium may be your new bestie. Just don't overdo it, or your gut might protest. Zinc, on the other hand, is fantastic for learning and memory. Plus, it helps with antioxidant processes in the body. But if you take loads of zinc, you can unintentionally starve your body of copper, leading to a whole other set of problems. Copper is super important for enzymes that protect your brain from oxidative stress. If you get too little, you risk neurological issues like neuropathy. But in conditions like Wilson's disease, copper overload can devastate both liver and brain. It's all about balance, balance, and then again, balance. So what can we take away from this? For starters, preventive maintenance is easier than trying to reverse existing damage. Think of it like regularly changing your car's oil rather than waiting for the engine to seize up. Also, moderation is key. Too little can lead to deficiencies, and too much can be toxic, especially with fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, or certain minerals. Personalization is also quite important. Your genes, lifestyle, medications, health conditions, and baseline blood levels are all unique and can change how you respond to supplementation. Sometimes the best path involves a simple blood test to see what you're really missing or if you're crossing into a dangerous surplus. Now, tell me something. Did you find this information helpful or did you find it overwhelming? Do you prefer more scientific details or less? Please let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more science-backed content. Don't forget to share this with anyone who could use a tip on brain health vitamins and minerals. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, your brain is a precious asset. Treat it well, feed it right, and it'll reward you with clarity, creativity, and a lifetime of learning. Until next time, stay curious and keep those neurons happy.